I'm going to show you how to make all of this into this. A fun little birdhouse just in time for summer. All you really need is a piece of wood that is 1 by 6 inches by 60 inches long. I had a few scrap pieces, so I was able to use these. First, we need to make our measurements, and a simple measuring tape can help you out with this. I like to make a line right where I'm going to make my cut, and then I take my speed square and I make a straight line going all the way down. Now I like to measure everything out right away, so I can just take this all over to the miter saw and do all the cuts at one time. Now this project can be done with a jigsaw, though I prefer to use a miter saw because it's going to make your lines look more clean cut and make your project look more well polished. Let's start off by doing just the straight 90-degree cuts. This is the easiest part, so let's do that first. What I'm going to do is bring my saw just down to the line, making sure it lines up perfectly. Then, I also want to show you there's this clamp on this side. This is used to hold down your piece of wood so it doesn't fly away from you when you make your cuts. Now that I have my clamp in place, and I check that my piece of wood isn't going to move, I'm ready to make my first cut. Miter saws can be very loud, so I still like to put on hearing protection, and I even put on glasses just to make sure I don't get anything in my eyes. You can see here we made a perfect cut, which again is why I like to use a miter saw. Now we're going to move on to these other cuts. This is the 45-degree cut I wanted to show you, but what I really want to show you as well is what the importance of measuring twice and cutting once is. You can see here, I made a mistake and measured wrong, so I had to remeasure to make sure I get the correct cuts. Now that I cut that out, let's show you how to do this 45-degree cut here. Simply take your table, move it over to 45 degrees, line up your piece of wood on the back, and make sure your saw blade is right where you want it to be cut. I can't do this with one hand, so let me show you when I'm done. Here's all the pieces. The only thing that we're missing is we got to get a little door in one of these pieces. So let me show you how to do that. To do this, I put a little dot right in the middle of this piece of wood. And I'm going to take a drill bit that is 1.5 inches. This will make the door for the bird to be able to get in and out of. I put my pieces of wood on clamps so that it holds it down nice and snug, and I don't have to worry about trying to hold it funny in my hands as I drill the hole. And there you have it, a door for the little bird to be able to enter into their new house. Here's a look at all the pieces, and I'm going to show you what this should look like when it's all put together. There it is, a fun house for all your little feathered friends. Put some stain or paint on it to make it pop even more. Comment the word birdhouse, and I will send you the blueprints so you can make your own.